Suriano attended Burton Catholic High School and was one of the most accomplished wrestlers in the history of New Jersey. He accumulated 8 NJSIAA overall state titles, 4 individual and 4 team championships, becoming the first New Jersey wrestler to ever do so. He also graduated undefeated with a record of 159 wins and 0 losses. Daton Fix, on the other hand, won 2 Oklahoma State AA titles during his freshman season, as the Oklahoma Secondary Schools Activities Association allows freshmen to compete in both the junior high all-state tournament and the high school state tournament. He took first place at the Perry Tournament of Champions, the Kansas City Stampede, the J. Hancock Memorial, the 6A East Regional Championships, the OSS Career AA 6A State Championships, completing the year undefeated at 34-0. In October 2014, Fix was invited to the Flow Wrestling Who's Number 1 event to take on the number 2 seeded wrestler in the nation, Suriano. The two had previously met that May in the Cadet National Finals when Fix prevailed in a tiebreaker decision. The Who's Number 1 event suspended traditional overtime rules and instigated an unlimited sudden victory overtime period. This time, Fix and the future Penn State Rutgers wrestler ended regulation once again tied at 1-1. And went on to set the world record for the longest match recorded in high school at 27 minutes before Suriano came out with a 3-1 decision. After Suriano's undefeated high school career, he committed to Penn State where he qualified for the NCAA while Fix won his 4th state title. Sadly, Suriano was unable to compete after a season-ending injury. In 2018, Fix committed to Oklahoma State before taking a red shirt. Suriano, on the other hand, transferred to Rutgers, where he had a highly successful run as a sophomore, entering the NCAA tournament with 25 wins and 0 losses. He made it all the way to the finals by defeating 4 opponents, including the defending champion Darren Cruz and 2 other seeded wrestlers. At the finals, he faced the heavily accomplished Spencer Lee, whom ended up losing to, becoming the runner-up of the tournament. In the 2019 season, Suriano moved up a weight class from 125 to 133. Fix would also wrestle at this weight. Both wrestlers suffered very few losses coming into their first match against each other, a duel at Rack Hall. The match started off slow with no points being scored in the first. In the second period, Fix chose bottom and was able to get a quick stand-up point. In the third, Suriano returned the favor to send the match to sudden victory. After no points were scored in the first sudden victory, the match went into a top-bottom period, where Suriano and Fix both escaped, making the score 2-2. At this point, the match was starting to look like a repeat of the marathon match. 15 minutes had gone by and both wrestlers were both mentally and physically exhausted. In the second sudden victory, Suriano was penalized in a controversial hands to the face call, putting an unfortunate end to a great match. Neither the crowd or the wrestlers were happy, resulting in bottles being thrown on the mat, but the match was over. Suriano had lost, making him a lower seed, and Daton Fix had clinched the number 1. Even with this lower seed at the NCAA Championships, Suriano made its way to the finals, downing 3 opponents, including the heavily accomplished Stephen Michich and Ethan Lysak. Fix, on the other hand, beat Zach Tramp of Birmingham in the first round before taking out WVU Schmidt. He took a major decision over number 8 Ernest in the quarterfinals before beating Ohio State's Luke Pletcher 4-2 in the
correctly.